Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
Namaskar. So the much awaited BJP Manifesto is out finally. The BJP Manifesto for 2019 general elections. Okay, I was not very surprised with the content. There was no surprise element in the content, not necessarily because the content was bad, but possibly because most of the stuff which was announced today, which was declared today, which was launched today, was spoken about much earlier on. So a lot of stuff we knew about. But all the same, without much of ado, let us get directly into the highlights of the 2019 BJP Manifesto. We start the highlight factor with Uniform Civil Code. BJP maintains that this time around they will endeavor to implement the Uniform Civil Code. In fact, the words they use for it is drawing upon the best tradition and harmonizing them with the modern times. So what they are saying is they will implement it by harmonizing the Uniform Civil Code with modern times. Now that's something that BJP has been talking about. Why BJP? Janasangh has been talking about, and the BJP of course has been following through the same narration. Though they couldn't achieve it in 2014 after coming in such a major majority, they couldn't actually implement it. But this time around they are confident that they will try their best to implement it. Second thing that is a highlight factor is doubling farmers' income by 2022. Now, doubling farmers' income by 2022 is something that BJP spoke about in 2014 also. But till now, nothing much seems to have happened, but they are continuing to maintain the fact that they will double the income of farmers by 2022. Of course, also the 6,000 rupees yearly assured income to the farmers is still maintained here. Pension scheme for 60 plus farmers also mentioned in this manifesto. BJP has committed to invest 25 lakh crores into agricultural sector. So while on one end Congress spoke about putting up an agricultural budget, BJP speaks about investing 25 lakh crores in the agricultural sector. This will be a good step if it is taken. If it is genuinely executed, it will be a very, very good step in terms of actually improving the agricultural sector in India. So they have committed 25 lakh crores. Of course, they have also spoken about interest-free Kisan Card loans for 1 to 5 years. There will be no interest charged on the loans that the farmers takes via Kisan Card. So interest-free Kisan Card loan, good idea if this is implemented. So that is the second highlight of today, is doubling farmers' income by 2022 and the couple of other things that they've announced for the farming sector, for the agriculture sector in India. Good if it is implemented, a good policy. Third is Ram Mandir. Of course, Ram Mandir again has been an issue that BJP has been, in fact, BJP was instituted with the concept of Ram Mandir and the Punar Nirman of Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. They maintained their stand on building Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. Even this time around, they say that they will not leave a stone unturned. Within the constitutional framework, they said they will try everything that it takes to build the Ram Mandir this time around. So that is Ram Mandir. One more additional that has come is the Shabarimala. The BJP promises that they will try and keep faith, traditions, etc. intact. They say that they will try and represent the case to the Honorable Supreme Court and try, like I said, to preserve the tradition and faith of various traditions. So that's something that they have promised this time around. That is Shabarimala. I wonder why all this was not done when the Supreme Court was ruling on Shabarimala. Why did they take another year to figure out that, they have to maintain traditions and faith and others? But I'm sure they must have thought about it. So that's another highlight factor. Shabarimala, I think this is for the Keralites especially, and the South, because it's both big in Kerala and the South. The next thing that they talk about is ensuring welfare for the poor, 21% below poverty line. BJP says they will try and get it down to single digit. Good thought. If this is executed, if this is implemented, and if BJP can really make it, though one has not seen much of it happen in the last 5 years, but if BJP can really make this, it's a very, very good step which they have committed. The next point is framing the triple talaq law. BJP claims that they will legislate a bill against triple talaq and convert triple talaq into an absolute law. So that's the one more of their commitments in this manifesto in 2019. Abrogate Article 370, annul Article 35A and return of Kashmiri Pandits. Again, something that was advocated right from Janasangh, right since 1952, and continues to be in the agenda of Bharatiya Janata Party. Like I said, they have not done it when they in NDA 1, when Atal Bihari Vajpayee was in government. They have not done it when they came in absolute majority in 2014, but they are confident, or they hope to do it this time around, and that is what BJP goes out and says, that they will try and abrogate Article 370, annul Article 35A, and most importantly, also they have committed that they will try and rehabilitate, they will try and facilitate the return of Kashmiri Pandits to Kashmir, to Srinagar. So this is something that is very important, and they have committed in this particular manifesto of theirs. Now let us go on to the next one, and that is Citizen Amendment Bill. What they've said is, while they protect the identity of people from Northeast, they will help Hindus, Jains, Buddhists, Sikhs escaping from persecution from neighboring countries, which technically means Bangladesh, Bhutan and Pakistan. They will try and give them citizenship in India. They will try and rehabilitate them in India. This has been a cause of major protest in the northeastern states, but BJP says that they will try and get these people back into India. They will make India a safe haven for Hindus, Jains, Sikhs, except for Muslims, every other caste, for them to come to India and call India their home. So, Citizen Amendment Bill is what they have committed in 2019 manifesto of theirs. Now, this is something that BJP has been promising for a long time. So, this is also not something new that they are saying, but they again reassuring the fact that they will be executing this bill. Another good thing that BJP has promised, I hope it is executed, is the 33% reservation for women. 33% reservation means passing the Women's Reservation Bill. They have committed that the Women's Reservation Bill will be passed this time around, and BJP is committed to doing so. So that's something that they have committed possibly for the women of India. Education, 75 medical colleges and postgraduate colleges will be established. Prime Minister Initiative on Learning Program. They have said that they are going to establish at least 75 medical colleges and postgraduate colleges in India in the coming 5 years. So the Prime Minister says that he is dedicated to ensure that education is a very primary focus for BJP government. Now, unfortunately, somehow we found that education was the biggest loser in the last Modi government. Because where they had committed 6% investment for education has fallen down to almost 3%. So one of the biggest victim of the NDA government, especially the Modi Sarkar, the Narendra Modi Sarkar, has been education. Because education in India has suffered. Money spent on education in India has suffered. But this time around, Mr. Modi says that he is going to ensure that he will be spending a lot more on education than what he did last time around. So this is what BJP commits to the Indian people through their manifesto. Now, a few interesting points. The few interesting points are, there are a couple of things that BJP had already committed, which I have taken you through, but all the same, in 2014, and which has not really been implemented till date. And those were the Ram Mandir. Ram Mandir was committed in 2014 also. They continue to commit Ram Mandir now. Uniform Civil Code was committed in 2014. They continue to commit Uniform Civil Code now. Of course, in all their manifestos, they very categorically mentioned that they will endeavor to do it. They have never said they will 100% do it. Within the framework of the Constitution, they will endeavor to do it. This has been a very well chosen words that they have used. So they continue to use the same word. Pakka houses for every family by 2022 as part of the upliftment of the poor. They had committed Pakka housing for everybody by 2022. They committed it now. Then they are still committing it now. Eradication of malnutrition, they committed it then. They are still committing it now. Open defecation free area, they committed it then. They are committing it now. Clean Ganga, they committed it then. It is still going, and they are committing it now. Promotion of yoga, they committed it then, and they continue to commit it now. Now let us talk to you about a few things which they committed in 2014 but has conveniently forgot in 2019. And these will be interesting because the first thing that they had committed in 2014, if you remember, was 10 crore jobs. committed in 2014 and in 2019, there is no mention about jobs at all in their manifestos. So that is one. They committed smart cities in 2014, no mention about smart cities in 2019. The biggest commitment was to bring 10 lakh crores of black money from across the globe. 10 lakh crores of black money was to be brought back to India from across the globe. They committed in 2014. In fact, they based their campaign in 2014 on the black money to be got back to India. Remember the 15 lakh Jumla and all of that. So that was committed in 2014. Unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever, I don't know. Unfortunately, it is not there this time around. No promise of bullet train. They had committed bullet train in 2014. No promise of bullet train this time around, though they have moved ahead with bullet train and they moved ahead with a lot of negotiation and stuff, but they have no commitment. That commitment is not seen in this time around. Manual scavenging. Manual scavenging. To eradicate manual scavenging in India was a commitment that BJP gave in 2014. But eradication of manual scavenging in India does not seem to be appearing in the manifesto of 2019. So that's another interesting factor that has moved out. Students' loan. Student loan was something that they had committed in 2014. This factor seems to be missing from 2019 manifesto. So basically, these were the factors that were there in 2014, prominently there in 2014, especially the black money and the job creation and the smart city. These three definitely were very prominent in 2014. These were their big ideas in 2014. This is what actually got a lot of people to vote for them in 2014, and possibly a lot of this were not successfully implemented or didn't fructify between 2014 and 2019, and therefore one doesn't see this in 2019 manifesto. Now, to actually conclude, while the manifesto is very good, they have said everything that sounds right, and they have said everything that should make an average Indian happy. Of course, like I said about Congress manifesto, I maintain the same with BJP manifesto. One still doesn't know whether BJP will come back. Number one. Number two, one still doesn't know whether if they come back, they will implement all this. Like I said, there were a lot of things said in 2014 also. But one thing is for sure, BJP has been focusing its campaign, its promises more on soft emotions of India. BJP has been basing its campaign on nationalism, on ghar pe ghuske marenge, and a lot of emotional promises. Fiscal promise, actual developmental promise has been taking backseat as far as BJP campaign is concerned. I do not therefore say that they have not formulated fiscal policies or they are not going to think about development. I do not say that. But I say, as a general consumer, as a general citizen of this country, I see BJP more as a party that talks about nationalism, that talks about patriotism, that talks about how much you should love your country, and that talks about if you don't like BJP, then you don't love your country, so on and so forth, more than actually telling me that how is my GDP going to grow, how my life is going to be better, how my child will be educated better, and what is going to lay in my future. How is my country going to be a superpower by 2024? That seems to be now taking the backseat. So that being said, again, a good manifesto overall by BJP. Like I said, let us see how much of it comes through, but then let's wait and watch. That's what we're going to do anyways. That said, tomorrow, I'm going to compare BJP's manifesto with Congress's manifesto. Let us see these two manifestos side by side. This will be very interesting. So, I'll see you tomorrow, possibly in the same time. Until then, namaskar. HW News Network today is a year and a half old. Thanks to your support, thanks to your love, we've grown. We require your support a little more. What we request you to do is to download our free app. Our app is in Hindi, English and Marathi. We promise to update you with the latest news, views, analysis, interview. We also have a live TV going in that. If you download our app, we will get advertisers. And if we get advertisers, we'll get revenue. We get revenue, we can serve you better. So once again, please do support us. Please download our app. Namaskar.